Welcome into PrizePicks on 5 on the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick in the 5 Reasons Sports. I'm down at FTX Arena in Miami before the Heat play the Pelicans. Make sure that you're signing up at PrizePicks so that you can play. PrizePicks.com. Use that code 5. That way anything you put down $100, you'll get it matched for $100. They'll match you exactly. And then you can just play 20 if you want as you go along, okay? And you can play the flex play, the power play, however you want to do it. Lots of flexibility. You can also pair it. Of course, you don't have to play just one game or one team. Compare it with teams around the NBA, players around the NBA, but also around the NHL, around NBA, MMA, whatever it is you want to do on that given night. So go to prizepicks.com, sign up, and use the code 5. You're also going to find this show more regularly on our Heat pregame shows called Before Floor. So look for that. I've got David Eversole and David Friedman in that order from top on down. We got Heat Pelicans tonight. The Heat are a 6.5-point favorite. Here was the key. We were waiting to do this show because we didn't know if Butler, Bam, and Lowry were going to play. The answer is yes on Butler, no on Bam and Lowry. Probably means that Tyler Hero starts, although I don't know if we've gotten the word on that yet. But it does affect the board both ways. Mr. Friedman, how did it affect your board?
Yeah, so I ended up staying with my pick. I went PJ Tucker over 5.5 rebounds, but we were talking beforehand. If Bam had played, I might have gone away from the rebounds. I like Jimmy with some assists tonight, but it did change things in terms of, like I said, my rebounds were where I was at with PJ. But I still think Jimmy steals some away. I just think I'm safe with the 5.5 there.
Eversole, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to stay with the boards as well. I was looking at Brandon Ingram at 3.5 rebounds, which seems really low. He averages 6.5 boards per game. He's only been under 4 rebounds once this whole season. So I feel like with Bam out as well, you're getting some of the residual to the other guys on both teams. So with a friendly number like that, 3.5 rebounds for Ingram, I had to take that one. So that's my pick for tonight.
Yeah, I love that pick, honestly. Actually, I like both of your picks. But I went with Valanciunas over on rebounds. They have had so many problems with him over the years, and they don't have Bam tonight. You look at New Orleans, Jonas is going to be involved in all of the action. Now, the rebound number is high. Was it 12.5 I went over on this tonight? I feel like this is 11.5. I feel like this is a 15-rebound game for Valanciunas tonight without Bam in there. I know the Heat have rebounded well, but really the only chance the Pelicans have to stay in this game is offensive rebounding. And I expect Jonas to get 4 or 5 of those, even if Dedmon's checking him. They also don't have Morris, so they're really thin up front. I mean, it's Dedmon, and then it's Omer afterwards, and I don't really trust him to box Jonas out. I don't think
and Jonas gives them like Vucevic problems on the boards.
Exactly. So I like him. So that's our prize picks on the Heat Pelicans game. Now, did anybody want to touch the Tyler Hero number? What did it go up to for points?
22.5.
I mean, he's averaging 21.9. He's likely starting tonight, and there's no Jimmy. I mean, how would you play it?
Oh, wait, so who's playing? Jimmy's playing, right?
Excuse me. There's Jimmy, but there's no Bam or Lowry, I should say.
I actually still kind of like the points only because I do feel like Jimmy comes back and, maybe isn't as aggressive scoring tonight. Maybe he's more of a facilitator tonight. Like I said, rebounds, more the hustle. And I was looking for Jimmy on free throws. I don't think there was anything there, but I could see that being that type of night for him where he's struggling from the field and is getting to the free throw line a lot more, that type of thing.
His number is 5.5 assists still, guys. Is that where it's at?
6.5.
Jimmy was at like 6.5. Yeah.
Okay, so
that's why I was hesitant to go to 7.
Yeah, no free throw line on Jimmy.
Yeah, he would be. I mean, I think he's guaranteed for 5 or 6 assists. Just with Lowry and Bam, their other 2 leading assist guys not playing. But 6.5 is a pretty high number, and also it always worries me with a guy coming back from an injury. Jimmy tends to come back like a house of fire when he's got a few days off. But it's an ankle. He tweaks it in the second corner, you lose. So that worries me a little bit. Duncan Robinson, you pulled that one up. Is there something you like there, Dave?
1.5 assists. I mean, he's so up and down with that, but with everybody out, I mean, sometimes you got to just take a chance on a really low number. And that seems like one you can maybe just take a shot at. Heroes at 5.5 assists.
Yeah, I just don't think, like I said, with Jimmy coming back, I don't really like Duncan. I think Duncan goes back to like more of a shooting role tonight more than, as much ball handling as he's been doing.
He's at 12.5 points, Duncan.
And look, we're talking about, again, the team. We were talking about this before. The Pelicans have 2 wins, right? So as much as this is a game where we could see them staying in the game, maybe, like, I could also see it being a 15, 20-point game in the middle of the fourth quarter and them not playing minutes towards the end. So
that's true. That's true. That worries me a lot about this one. Now I have one pick outside of this that I like. We're going to start doing this too, going off the Heat board. RJ Barrett over 12.5 points to me feels like a lock. I like that just jumped out at me.
People are going to hate you tonight. For that.
I know that, but I mean he's been over that consistently. They're playing Orlando. I don't know. I mean that one I like.
You're not supposed to like RJ Barrett. Come on, man.
I know that, but I mean that's why I like money. 12.5.
I'm telling Twitter you're an RJ Barrett fan.
That's fine. Is there anybody else you guys like?
I went.
Go ahead.
Right. So actually, what I was going to say to you was the other day you went Dort, and I was saying to you like Dort is usually the guy that screws me over. I went Dort again tonight, actually on points.
14.5. I mean, he's been crushing that number lately.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. These guys get on a run, and you never know. I mean, PJ at 5.5 points, he's been playing really well. You see, he hasn't been under that number the last 5. There's some friendly numbers tonight. I mean, there's definitely some totals that would be advantageous, I would feel.
All right. Play it at PrizePicks.com. Use that code 5FIVE. Make sure to start looking for us in addition to here. We do the football stuff, but we're going to start doing this on the pregame show right after Before Floor. So roughly 45 minutes before Heat games is going to start to become our usual time for the NBA stuff. Get you ready for the Heat game, but also the entire slate. Make sure you're signing up with the code 5. Have a good night.